the beginning point we have here in Mahāvagga Pali Vinaya Pitaka, and it's really very interesting story about how Vyasa, how he encountered with the Buddha, and he also had the similar experience like Prince Siddhartha at his home. He also had all the luxurious lifestyle, 3 different palaces, and then he was enjoying his life there. And then one day he also had the similar experience like Prince Siddhartha, and he decided to go out, and he directly came to the Buddha. And Buddha was actually walking meditation in the sky, and he saw Vyasa coming towards him. He went down and waiting for him, and then he gave Dhamma talk, paid respect to the Buddha, and sat by the side of the Buddha, and Buddha gave him this Bhagava Anupubbī Kathā Katesi. The fortunate one, the blessed one, spoke about the gradual teaching. I think Bhikkhu Bodhi is translating it as graduation exposition or something. But Anupubbī Kathā is gradual teaching. So Buddha has different styles of teaching, and he started with lay people with Anupubbī Kathā like this. But he would start talking to the monks. If there is an assembly of monks and nuns, he would directly talk to them with some deeper Dhamma discussions. But for the lay people, if he find like sometimes he gets some business people coming in, and he was also from a royal family. Lots of people from influential families used to come to the Buddha, and then he used to talk to them in their own style, and he was very comfortable in talking to people too, because of his that, I think, upbringing. So here the Buddha is talking to him with Dāna Kathā, Sīla Kathā, Sagga Kathā. Talk about giving, Dāna Kathā, and Sīla Kathā talk about virtue, Sagga Kathā talk about heaven. Sagga is heaven. Kāmānaṁ ādīnavaṁ ōkāraṁ saṅkhilesaṁ. Ādīnava is danger in, and also the degradation and defilement of sensual desires. That is the next point he was. So slowly he was starting. He didn't talk about those things at the very beginning. People would be scared if you talk about those things. So he was slowly starting with, okay, start simple with giving, working with charity, and maybe doing some precepts, observing some precepts. They are really wonderful ways to start with. And then if you do something like that, maybe you will be born in heavenly realms or something. So he knew exactly how to address to those people. Not like us, we don't know when the audience is right in front of us. They have so many different ideas. We don't know. So we just keep talking with the same thing. But Buddha knew exactly how to address to different people. Their attitude, their mentality, their capacity, he knew it very well. And then he would also talk about Nekkamme Anisansa. He first talked about Kāmānaṁ ādīnavaṁ, danger and degradation of sensual desires. And then he would also talk about the benefit of giving, letting go these things, and renunciation. That's called Nikkamma. Nikkamati in Pali is to renounce or leave. Letting go, we call it, right? Yada bhagava anyāsi yasmin kulaputtaṁ kalla cittaṁ uddu cittaṁ vinivarana cittaṁ udagga cittaṁ pasanna cittaṁ. These are really good words. The Buddha says, when he knows that when he talks these things, that the person's mindset is different, changing gradually. He knows exactly how to address that. Okay, this person's mind is now ready. Kalla cittaṁ, ready mind. Then Mudu Chittang, pliable mind. Mudu is soft, gentle. And Vinivarana Chittang, open mind. Okay. And Udagga Chittang is uplifted mind. You get some kind of a stimulus when you listen to those beautiful talks. Okay. Yes. You have that energy, slowly boosting your energy. The Buddha had that capacity to boost their energy in such a way. And Udagga Chittang and Pasanna Chittang, uplifted mind and confident mind. When you are very confident, when you are in the uplifted mood, then the Buddha would give them the real medicine. And then he would say, Ataya Buddhanang Samukkansika Dhammadesana Tampakasesi. This Samukkansika means the teaching of the awakened ones. This is the Buddha's teaching. He would not talk about these things right away, directly at the very beginning. He would take his time, he would buy his time, he would wait for the right moment, and then he would give that Dhamma talk. What is this Samukkansika Dhamma Desana? Dukkhang, Samudayang, Nirodhang, and Magga. Four Noble Truths, the truth of suffering. And then he would not stop there. He would also talk about the cause of suffering, the root cause of suffering. And then he would also talk about how to get rid of that suffering. That is the Nirodha Satya. That is the Nibbana. Nibbana is not to be born in a different realm. It is the absence of that root cause, that is Tanha. Nibbana or Nirvana or Nirvana means absolute, complete absence of Tanha or craving or all sorts of attachments or desires. And he would not stop there too. He would also talk about the path leading to that cessation of suffering. I think this is the way he was talking. All these suttas give the very essence of the whole discussion. We can't unfortunately have the entire discussion. We don't have the YouTube or recordings of all those things. And so we have the very essence of those discussions recorded by the wonderful monks for the benefit of all of us. And then he see how the mind of Yasa, the young man Yasa, Kulaputta Yasa man, his mind changes. How did it happen? And on that seat itself, he had Virajang, dust free. Vita Malang, Malang is stain. So Vita Malang, stainless. Dhamma Chakkung Udapadi. Already we have a Chakku, eye, but Dhamma Chakku is a different eye. That appeared to him. That arose in him. He knew exactly what he was looking for. He has been yearning for this. He had been searching for this for such a long time, but couldn't find. And Buddha opened that eye for him. And that's how he became, this also is important to say. Yankinchi samudaya dhamma, sabbantang nirodha dhamma. So if something appears, if there is something, the nature of arising, and that also has the innate quality of that nature of ceasing. Yankinchi samudaya dhamma. Everything that appears is conditioned to be disappeared. That was the very essence, the quintessential essence of the Dhamma Chakku. And so Yasa became so happy, so glad. And then he said he wanted to become a part of this path